Verdade. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الكريم. Today I want us to learn our Arabic language again in a very simple way through questions and answers. Now, as we can see, just to continue from where we stopped yesterday, we also have li, we have bi, and we have an. These are the other three huruful jar, that is prepositions, that I told you about, we shall be discussing today. Now, these, as we said it yesterday, they are called huruful jar. Huruf with or in. Be means with. So if I have be, what can I say? What example can I say? I can say Marartu bi Muhammadin. Or I can say Dhahabtu bil qalami. I can say Dhahabtu bil qalami, meaning I went with the pen. If somebody is asking you, what did you go with? You can say, I went with the pen. So how do you say it in the Arabic language? It is easy. You simply say, dhahabtu, 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 bilqalami, bilqalami. Can you see this? Bilqalami. Can you see? So here we have the B. This is the B here. And this B is also a preposition. And this preposition, when it appears before a noun, it will change it to carry kesra. This word for pen originally is al-qalamu. And we see this? This is al-qalamu, al-qalamu. And we see al-qalamu. But because it appears after B, B is coming before al-qalam, does it change to? It changes to al-qalami. So what you now have is dhahabtu bil qalami. So bil qalami, with the pen. It would be wrong for you to say dhahabtu bil qalamu. It is also be wrong for you to say dhahabtu bil qalama. The only thing that is right for you to say is dhahabtu bil qalami. Do you understand? Dhahabtu bil qalami. Okay, now let's give another example. If I want to say I walked by a woman or I walked past a woman, the way to say that in the Arabic language is to say marartu bimra'atin, marartu bimra'atin. So I walked by a woman or I walked past a woman. I walked past. I walked by a woman. I walked by a woman. Meaning I walked and saw a woman. Maybe she's sitting down. So you can see the word be also appears before imra'a. And the word imra'a should originally be imra'atun, which means a woman. But now, because B comes before imra'a, what do I say? I change it to mararutu bimra'atin. I walked by a woman. I walked by a woman. Now let's move on to the last particle or the last preposition, which changes a noun to the genitive case. And see, let's go. Yes. Now, and. So the word and here, what sentence can I say? For example, if I want to say I avoided the sin, I avoided evil, I went away from the evil, I go far away from the evil. So how do I say it? It is easy. It's for me to say ibta'atu an-dhanbi. I went far away from sin. Ibta'atu, look at it. Ibta'atu an dhanbi. Can you see this? An-dhanbi. So the word an comes before adhambu. This word originally should be adhambu. But because it is coming after an, and we say that this an is also a harful jar, a preposition that changes a noun from carrying dhamma to carrying kisra. That is why we have ibta'atu an-dhanbi. I go far away, or I went far away from sin. So I can say ibta'atu an-dhanbi. It would be wrong for us to say ibta'atu an-dhanbu. It's wrong. Or ibta'atu an-dhamba. It is wrong. What is right is to say ibta'atu an-dhanbi. MashaAllah. Now let's move on to the Quran and get more examples from some verses of the Quran which have li, bi, and an. Now the first one we have here is li. Do you know they are in plenty places in the Quran? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Lillahi ma fis samawati wa ma fil ardi. Lillahi. So look at it. Lillahi. Lillahi ma fis samawati. Lillahi ma fis samawati. Lillahi ma fis samawati. Can you see this? Lillahi ma fis samawati. So, li here, the name of Allah, which is the name of Allah, originally, it should carry what? It should carry Dhamma, Allahu. But because li is coming before it, look at it, li is coming before it. So here we have li. And li means what? Belong to, belong to, belong to, or it means for. This is the meaning of li. So li is coming before the name of Allah, and if we need to add them together, what will happen? This will be the result. You now have li, then this alif will be taken away, and the first lam will also be taken away. So what we now have is lillahi. Can you see? Lillahi. So now Allah originally with Dhamma will not longer carry Dhamma because it is appearing after li. So what it will carry now is he is Kesra. That is why we have lillahi. So it is wrong for anyone to say lillahu. Do you understand? It is wrong for anybody to say lillahu ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. It's wrong. Or for you to say lillaha ma fis samawati wa ma fil ard. It's wrong. What you should say is lillahi with kisra. So even though you are not looking at the Quran and someone is reading outside and he says lillahu, you should know this person is wrong because li is harful jar, a preposition. And when a noun appears after this preposition, the noun should carry kisra at the end of it. Let's bring more Quranic verses to better our understanding. Let's bring more Quranic verses. Now, the next one is B. Let's bring a Quranic verse. Look at this in Surah Al-Fatiha or the Isti'adha. You know what is al-Isti'adha? Isti'adha is A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Look at it. A'udhu billahi. A'udhu. Look at it. A'udhu. A'udhu billahi. A'udhu billahi. A'udhu billahi. Can you see this? A'udhu billahi. So why do you think billahi here now has kisra? Can you see it? Why do you think this kisra is here? This is because B here is coming. So that is why it changes to billahi. Because the name of Allah always should be Allahu. Allahu. But because B is coming before it, that is why it is now billahi. So it is wrong for anybody to say a'udhu billahu, a'udhu billahu. It is wrong. And the reason is simple, because B is harful jar, a preposition. And when it appears before a noun, the noun should carry kisra. So it is wrong for anyone to say billahu, or rather billahi. Let me give you another close verse from the Quran. Look at it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also says in the Basmala. You know the Basmala? Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Look at it. Bismillahi. Bismillahi. Can you see? Bismi. Why do you think this ismi has kisra? First, what is ismu? Bismillah means in the name of Allah. So what is ismu? Here there are two words, two in one word. Can you see this? There are two words here. The first one is B. Can you see this? The first one is B, which means with, or it means in. Can you see this? And the second word is ismu. Ismun. What is ismun? Ismun means name. Then how come suddenly Ismun now change to Ismi here, Bismi? This is because Ismun is appearing after B. Do you understand? So B is haruful jar. And whenever a noun appears after this huruful jar, the rule is that the noun should be carrying kisra. And that is how we come to bismi. As for this alif, this is called hamzatul wasl. That is why it is omitted, because now we need to join B to ismun. So ismun originally, but now that it is coming after B and B is haruful jar, it will now be ismi. So that is how we have bismi. So it is wrong for any of us to say bismullahi. It is wrong. Or for him to say bismallahi. No. So next time you will be able to explain that, oh, the reason why I cannot say bismullahi or bismallahi is because it is B is coming before ismun. And grammatically, this B is called haruful jar grammatically. And ismun is called ismun majrur grammatically. It's harful jar, that is a genitive particle, and ismul majrur, that is a genitive noun, because the noun is appearing after B. Let's also bring a Quranic verse as an example for this next preposition. Let's bring a Quranic verse. Let's bring a Quranic verse. Now, in the Quran, and okay, what verse can we? Where can we find an as a verse in the Quran? Okay, Allah says, "Wa anis salati, wa anis salati." Look at it, wa anis salati, wa anis salati. Can you see this? Wa anis salati. Can you see this? So an is also coming before as-salat. So an as-salat, which means prayer, it should be as-salatu originally, as-salatu, as-salatu. Because it is coming after an, that is why you can see T here. And it is no longer anis-salatu, but anis-salati. Allah says, wa anis-salati hal antum muntahun. So as-salati should be as-salati. It will be wrong for anyone to say wa anis-salatu or wa anis-salata. This is going to be wrong. So do you have any question? If you have, use the live chat so you can send your question. Let's see if we'll be able to answer it together, inshallah. So what is your questions or what is your comments? So here we have seen that we have these three prepositions. Now let me now write down all the prepositions which we have treated from yesterday till this moment. Let's highlight all of the 7 prepositions that we had treated from yesterday till this moment. So the first of these prepositions is we began with fi. Can you see this? We have fi. Then the next we had min. The next we have ila. The next we have ala. The next we have bi. The next we have li. And lastly we have an. All of these are the 7 prepositions which we had treated yesterday, and we brought a lot of examples for them. So the rule is that these prepositions, they are called huruful jar. Huruful jar or huruful jar. So these huruf, these particles or prepositions, whenever they appear before a noun, they will make the noun to carry kasra. So when you recite the Quran, you will see that all of these 7 prepositions, they will always appear, and whenever they appear, the nouns coming after them will be carrying kasra. And even in your day in, day out conversation, you will be using fi. Someone can ask you, where are you? You can say, firstly, I'm in a class. Where are you? Fil madrasati. I'm in the school. Where are you? Fil masjidi. I'm in the mosque. Someone can also ask you, Min aina anta? Where are you from? Min aina anta? Where are you from? You can simply say, Ana min al Hindi. I'm from India. Can you see? Ana min al Hindi. I'm from India. Ana min al Yabani. I'm from Japan. Can you see? So Yabani, because min is coming. Somebody can also say, Ila aina tazhab. So where are you going? Where are you going to? So all you simply say is, Adhabu ilal madrasati. So somebody can also ask example for ila, then you simply say adhabu ila al madrasati. I am going to the school. Then for ala, I can say al kitabu ala al maktabi. The book is on the table. Al kitabu ala al maktabi. The book is on the table. Then for B, I can simply say baraitul qalama bil bibrot. I sharpen the pen with a sharpener. Baraitul qalama bil mibrot. So you can see because B is appearing before al mibroti, that is why we have B. That's why mibroti. Then li also, I can say hadha al qalamu li Muhammadin. This pen is for Muhammad. هذا القلم لعلي. This pen is for Ali. هذا القلم لعباس. This pen is for Abbas. It would be wrong for me to say هذا القلم لعباس or لعباسا or لعلي or لعليا. The right thing to say is هذا القلم لعلي, because Li is coming before Ali and Ali should not be carrying Kisra. هذا القلم لعلي. As for an, we have said it before, I can say أبتعد عن الصديق السوء. أبتعد عن الصديق. That means I go far away from a bad friend. So an is sadiqi, because a sadiqi is appearing after an. And an is a harmful jar, a preposition. So the asadiqi should change to asadiqi. So it will be wrong for me to say abta'idu anis sadiqo. No. Abta'idu anis sadiqu. No. What I should say is abta'idu anis sadiqi su'i. I go far away from the bad friend. So we can see that all of these prepositions, their function is that whenever they appear before a noun or before a word, such word should carry what? Kisra. Such words should carry kisra. And we say that even in the Quran, you come across these prepositions, and whenever you see them, you know what to do, that you should make the next one to carry kisra. Like in the Quran, we gave that Allah says, Lillahi ma fis samawati. Fis samawati. Because fi is coming, you cannot say fis samawatu. Rather, you say fis samawati. You can also not say fis samawata. Rather, fis samawati. Because fi is coming. So Allah also said, if we also have verses like min al jinnati wan nasi, you will not say min al jinnatu because it is wrong. You will not say min al jinnata, it is wrong. What you should say is min al jinnati. So look at this verse also. When Prophet Yaqub also said, Ilallahi ashku. You cannot also say ilallahu or ilallaha. What you should say is ilallahi. Anyone who says ilallahu, he is wrong. Ilallaha, he is wrong. So the correct thing to be said is ilallahi. The same goes for Allah. Ala kulli shay. Wallahu ala kulli. It is wrong for you to say Wallahu ala kullu shay'in qadir, and Allah has absolute control over everything. Allah is capable of doing anything. So now you have ala kulli. So it will be wrong for you to say ala kullu or ala kulla. Then for the B, bismillahi, bismi, not bismu. Then for the li, lillahi ma fis samawati, lillahi. It will be wrong for you to say lillahu or lillaha. Then here Allah said, wa anis solati, anis solati. So it will be wrong for you to say anis solata or anis solatu. The right thing is for you to say anis solati. So these are the 7 prepositions, and they are fi, min, ila, ala, bi, li, and let me write their meanings close to them so you can see them. Let's write their meanings. The first one is fi, and it means in. Can you see? Fi means in. The second one is min, and min means from. The third one is ila, and ila means to. The fourth one is ala, and ala means on. The fifth one is bi, and bi means with. Bi means with. Sometimes it could also mean in. Then the sixth one is li. Li means for, or belong to, or belong to, belong to. Like when I say هذا القلم لحامد, this pen is for Hamid. You can say this pen belongs to Hamid. And last one is an. An could mean from or for. It depends on the context in which you are using it. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless our learning. This is where we're going to be stopping today, to be continued when next we meet, inshallah, we shall be communicated. And this is what we have learned today. Make sure you sit back to revise so you can speak the standard Arabic language by knowing and applying all of the laws which are the rules guiding it. We all know that we have the Arabic grammar. We can take classes on Arabic grammar. We have a lot of classes which you have done in our channel. You can take those classes so you understand how these rules changes, and the Arabic language, Lughatun Sahlatun, is an easy language. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of you. Until we meet again, I say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.